What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with another Pet Shop Wednesday, as well as a very adorable and sleepy Luca. And we're returning to Bilingual 1996. Thank you again to Seb. And the next track is The Survivors, Those Who Did Not Perish. And of course, survivors here might not so much be about physical life, but maybe emotional life, surviving some rocky situation or arduous phase of your life or a social scene or some type of dynamic that is less literal than the phrase might immediately suggest. But yes, I don't quite know what to make of it. It is just a phrase. It's not a one-word title, but it's pretty close. So let's see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Pet Shop Boys. The tune is The Survivors, and it's from their 1996 album Bilingual. Stunning. I'm actually very moved by that. That is a beautiful tune on multiple levels. First of all, I'll talk the sonics. It kind of has this smooth feel. There's a bit of a trip-hop rhythm in some of the sections with the percussion, but there's also a bit of a funk, like I don't know if it was the guitar or the bass. I think it was guitar, but there was a bit of a funky lick in there. And then there's a bit of a like uplifting, not quite gospel, but like soulful feel. And I think there were already some female voices, but the one that came in at the end, the like singular female voice at the end that was like offset with Neil, her voice was incredible. That was really striking when she started to melodically express the sentiment of the tune. And yeah, it feels like this is not directed at anyone specifically, it's directed at everyone who is lucky enough to be alive, and saying that, look, sometimes life might feel boring, sometimes it is a bit of a grind, sometimes it is a struggle, and, you know, there's people on all different roads of life, from suits to sequins, from, you know, the artists and philosophers to the Saturday girls, and just, you know, saying that no matter who you are, if you're here, it's amazing. You're still alive. You're lucky enough to be alive. And, you know, speaking to memorials, which I feel like that was, like, used figuratively in, like, faces in the crowd, but basically suggesting if you're hearing this, then there's reasons to be hopeful and to persist, because unlike some, you've survived. And even if, again, sometimes the world feels like it's a bore, you can't deny that there's inspiration to be found in the mere fact of being alive and being able to still do things, to still pursue things, and to still have the ability to make connections and to find relationships and emotional experience. So yeah, it's a really hopeful tune, I think a very profound tune, and a very moving tune thematically and lyrically. And again, maybe there's some details that don't come back to me now in the moment, though I do feel like I heard most of the words, most of the lines. But yes, a very beautiful tune in multiple respects, and one which feels less new. Like, it feels like vintage Pet Shop Boys, like sonically. I was thinking at the very beginning, like before it kind of went into the rhythm and, you know, we heard the string synths and so on, there's a moment where I was like, oh, like, I wouldn't be surprised if I heard Andy start singing, like this could be an erasure tune. And then, like, when it really got going, that comparison or that association in my brain sort of, you know, it didn't sound as much like I was thinking, or the similarity wasn't as much once it really got going. But yeah, a really beautiful tune, and I'm very much enjoying this album. So once again, thank you to Seb and to all the folks who've been following along and who enjoyed these weekly, more or less, Pet Shop reactions. So yeah, let me know what you think, and I will see you for the next one. Peace.